Welcome to all the Aries Ascendant. Let's talk about the week of February 22nd to 28th. Now, this is a powerhouse week for you with a five planets stellium in your 11th house of gains. The focus is entirely on social expansion, sudden income, and mental shifts. Let's look at the cosmic landscape for you. The Aquarius stellium in the 11th house, where you can see Sun, Venus, Rahu, Mercury joined by Mars on Feb 23rd. This is an explosion of networking energy for you. Mercury is going retrograde in the midst of this week, so communication with friends and professional group might get glitchy. Double check emails and don't take social media comments personally. Saturn is in your 12th house if you look at the chart. So for you, working behind the scene and dealing with subconscious pattern is on the cards. Best part is Jupiter is watching the stellium from third house and provides you with wisdom to handle these challenges. Now, let's look at segment wise how this week is going to look like. On career and business, with your ruler Mars entering the 11th house on Feb 23rd, you're moving from planning to warrior mode. Why? Because Mars, when joins with Rahu, makes an Angarak Yog. Your ruler Mars creates a power surge in the 11th house with Rahu. So, expect a sudden financial breakthrough, but don't let your ego alienate your teammates. The vibe is you are highly visible. This is a great week to pitch to a large group or launch a digital campaign. There's a warning because Mercury is going retrograde here, means a technical glitch or a misunderstood reply all could cause a headache. So test your tech before any big presentation. On finance and money, this is potentially your strongest week, financial week of the year. So when Moon will be in Taurus in your second house, which represents well, so to say from Feb 23rd to 25th, these are your money days. So expect news regarding a raise, a new client, or a return on old investment. With Rahu in 11th house, money might come from unconventional sources, crypto, digital tech, or foreign connection. On love and relationship, it will be social versus romantic. So you are more interested in socializing than romancing. You will want intellectual stimulation. So if your partner can't keep up with the conversation, you might feel bored. The retrograde warning is there. So an ex from social circle or past friend might resurface. So think twice before reopening that door. On health and personal front, energy levels are high, but they are scattered. With Mars joining the Aquarius party, you might suffer from mental burnout or restless legs. Take care of your knees, calf, and stretching is the best exercise for you these days. Saturn in your 12th sign is telling that your dreams will be vivid. Pay attention to your sleep cycle. Your body needs more rest than your mind think it does. On social front, it's the hub. So you are the VIP of social circle this week. Everyone wants a piece of your time. But the conflict is there because Mars and Rahu together can make you sound aggressive without you realizing it. So watch your tone in the group chats. Now let's summarize the moon's journey or your daily guide quickly. Feb 22nd, focus on self, best day for self-care, a great day for a haircut or a new outfit or setting a personal intention. Feb 23rd to 25th, moon in Taurus makes you very strategic, so focus on wealth. Feb 26 to 28, moon in Gemini, which will give you mental strength. So focus on connection. Expect short trips, sibling catch ups, and heavy communication. Now, how to navigate this week is embrace the pivot. With Mercury retrograde, plans will change. So don't fight the changes, adapt, and stay flexible. Network boldly. Mars gives you the courage to reach out to influencers or big bosses. So do it before 28th. Check on your ego. The 11th house is about collective. Make sure your goals benefit the group and not just your ego. One of the remedies we can share with you for this week is since Mercury is going retrograde, chant Om Buddhaya Namaha 108 times on Wednesday to prevent communication errors. And best remedy for you is reciting Hanuman Chalisa. As an Aries Lagna, Lord Hanuman is your ultimate protector against any challenges you face. Color of the week is electric blue to align the Aquarius gains or deep red to empower your Mars. Now let's look at the indicators. On personal career and money is high, and love and relationship and health is low. So take care of yourself and your loved ones this week. Let's move on to the next Lagna.
So, hello, Taurus rising sign. For you at the personal front, the moon is in your sign that is from February 23rd to 25th. It brings a reset to your identity, making you feel more grounded and visible. However, Mars in Aquarius creates a restless urge to break free from traditional roles or expectations. You are evolving from a provider to a visionary leader in your own life. If I talk about money and finance, expect a sudden urge to invest in futuristic technology or community led project as Mars hits your 10th house. And Mars energy entering the 10th house of career, expect a sudden surge of ambition or desire to break away from traditional work methods. You may feel
Mhm.
restless in current role. Use this energy to pitch an innovative idea rather than getting into power struggles with seniors. While your earning potential is high, Mercury retrograde suggests a delay is expected. Payments or bonuses must should be delayed because of Mercury retrograde. Stick to a budget and avoid delay in spending. If I talk about health, physical energy peaks midweek, but your throat and neck area remain sensitive to stress. Practice grounding exercises like walking barefoot or stretching to release the pressure that is building in your upper body. Avoid cold drinks to protect your vocal cord during this particular transit. If I talk about social and your love life, your chart is at all-time high, drawing people towards your steady energy. If in a relationship, a serious conversation about shared goals on 23rd brings long-term clarity for you. But if you are single, the Aries moon on 21st might bring a secret admirer into light. Let's talk about your indicators of this week. So, at personal, it is high, career and money, it's medium, love and relationship high, health and wellness medium, and for social, it is high again. All the best, all Taurus rising. Let's move to the next rising sign.
Yeah, welcome to all the Gemini Ascendant. Now, this week is a massive intellectual and spiritual expansion with five planets stellium occurring in your ninth house representing your higher learning, travel, law, and wisdom. You are being pushed to look at the big picture. However, because of the Mercury retrograde, which is your ruler, is in the same house, so your philosophy is being challenged. You are unlearning old beliefs to make room for new vision for yourself. Feb 26, Mercury turns retrograde, but the pre shadow had begun since February 11th. So you might have seen the first signs of confusion or tech glitches since then. March 20th is when Mercury turns direct, and April 19th is where the post shadow will get over. So things finally will return to normal. Now, this whole explanation is given here on Mercury retro as Mercury is your Lagna Lord. And so it is very important for you to know every time Mercury goes retrograde. Now, Mars joining the Aquarius squad on 23rd is making Angarak Yog. Angarak Yog is the fusion of Mars fire with Rahu smoke, creating a high pressure energy that can either blast you towards your goals or burn your surroundings through the impulsive anger. Luck meets with intensity in your ninth house, so a sudden travel opportunity, a spiritual realization arrives, but avoid forcing your opinions on others. Best part is Jupiter is watching the stellium from the first house and provides you with the wisdom to handle these challenges. Now let's look at the cosmic landscape as well. In the ninth house, where the stellium is happening, this is Guru energy mixed with rebel energy. So you might feel a sudden urge to sign up for a course, plan a pilgrimage, or move abroad. Because of Mercury retrograde, expect delays in travel or documentation. So if you are a student, a writer, save your work twice. Saturn in the 10th house, so heavy responsibility at work. So you are building a long term legacy here, but it feels like an uphill climb right now. The weekly breakdown for you, Gemini, is career and business. The vibe with Saturn in your 10th house, work is serious and perhaps a bit draining. However, the Aquarius stellium in your ninth suggests that foreign connections or teaching could be your saving grace. So the strategy is use this week to research and re-evaluation. It is not the best week to sign new contracts due to Mercury retro, but it is the best week to fix errors in any old project. On finance and money, the vibe is that financial gains will come through long distance avenues or legal settlements. You might get or unexpected expenses related to health, travel, or secret indulgence. So be careful of retail therapy to handle stress. On love and relationship, the vibe you're looking for is for a soulmate or someone who shares your vision. So low level small talk won't satisfy you this week. On 26th, your charm will skyrocket. So this is the best window for a date or a deep heart to heart talk. The warning is because Mercury is getting retrograde, you might accidentally say something too honest that hurts your partner feelings. So filter your thoughts. On health and personal front, health, watch your thighs and lower back. Mental fatigue is real this week because your brain is over processing information. And on personal front, you're seeking the truth. So you might find yourself arguing about politics or religion more than usual. So pick your battles. On social front, you start this week feeling very social. A friend might bring you a brilliant idea. As the week progresses, you will move from group hanging to deep thinking. Now let's summarize the moon's journey on Feb 22nd. It's the networking time, checking on friends and social media engagement. Feb 23rd to 25th, it's withdrawal symptoms, solitude, and perhaps some vivid dreams, good for meditation. Feb 26 to 28, Moon in Gemini, high energy. You are the center of attention. Use this to rebrand yourself. Now, how to navigate this week? Triple check documents, especially if they involve visas, universities, or legalities. Mm. Mars will enter this house on Feb 23rd. So, Mars enters your ninth house. And so, don't get into heated debates with father or mentors. You will feel combative about your opinions, and the re rule applies to you. So revisit, rewrite, reconnect. This is your power move during your rulers getting retrograde. One of the remedy that we can share with you, Gemini, is since Mercury is your ruler, chant Om Buddhaya Namaha. For mental clarity, practice pranayam, that is your deep breathing exercise for a few minutes. And color of the week is emerald green or yellow to honor ninth house of wisdom. Now let's look at the indicators of the week. On personal, it's high and rest all is medium. So your career, finance, health, social, and love is all medium. So we would say take care of the burnout and beware of your Lagna Lord going retrograde this week. And best wishes to Gemini. Let's move to the next Lagna.
Thank you so much. For Cancer rising sign, you are learning that your sensitivity is actually your greatest defensive shield. You might feel now or never urge to clear old emotional baggage or settle debts. If I talk about money and finance, Mars trigger deep transformation and shift in shared finances. Be cautious with sudden financial risk. Focus on long term stability, Cancerians, instead of quick gains. This is the week of financial auditing rather than financial expansion. Look closely into joint bank accounts, taxes, or insurance policies before 26th, because Mercury retrograde shift could cause minor technical glitch with an online transaction. So keep your receipts with you. If I talk about your health, emotional fluctuations may manifest digestive issues or nerve related issues. Prioritize water intake and herbal to soothe your system. Rest becomes non negotiable this week. It is required as Moon shifts into Gemini on 26th. If I talk about your social and love life, intimacy will take a turn towards unconventional or experimental this week, because you want to, you want to spend time with yourself. You want your me time. Be honest with your loved ones. If I talk about remedy for you this week, flowing water is your cure. So take sea salt bath on Mondays to wash away the heavy energetic static of others. Let's check the indicators for you, Cancerians. At personal, it is medium, money and career low, and medium for rest, love and relationship, health, as well as social. All the best to you. Let's move to the next rising sign.
Yeah, before we move to the next sign, we have a quick announcement to share. We know this transit can feel intense, and if you're looking for specific answers for your own personal chart, the Astro Diva team is now open for private consultation. So you can reach out to us at the given email ID or contact number to book your personalized session. Now let's move to the Leo ascendant. Okay, welcome to all the Leo Ascendant. The week of February 22nd to 20th is intense and highly focused on the others. Now, the stellium of all the planets is happening in your seventh house, and seventh house represents everyone else in your life. So, the spotlight is pulling away from you and shining directly on your partner's house, both in business and in love. Now, this is a make or break week for relationships. You are learning that your power comes from how well you collaborate and not just how well you lead. Now, let's look at the cosmic landscape. The stellium happening in your seventh, and Sun, your ruler, is also in the seventh. Venus, Rahu, Mercury, and now Mars is entering on Feb 23rd this week and creating a Angarak Yog. Now, the heat moves to the seventh house of relationship. Now, this creates a war zone or a powerhouse in your relationship sector. So, expect intense negotiation or sudden development with partner. A partner might act out of character. So, use this energy for passionate collaboration rather than confrontation. Mercury is going retrograde in your seventh house. So, misunderstanding with your spouse or business partner are highly likely. An old partner might reappear to settle a score or find closure. Saturn is in Pisces in your eighth house. So, you are dealing with shared resources, taxes, or in laws issues. So, it feels heavy, requiring deep emotional transformation. The best part is Jupiter is watching this stellium from 11th house and provides you with the wisdom to handle these challenges. Now, the weekly breakdown for you, Leo, is on career. The vibe this week is of contractual chaos. With Mercury retrograde in 7th house, do not sign new partnership deeds or long term contracts if you can avoid it this week. The strategy should be renegotiating old terms. If a client left months ago, they might return now. So use mass energy starting from Feb 23rd to fight for your fair share in deal, but stay diplomatic. On finance and money, the vibe is money is tied to others, other people right now. So you might be waiting on the spouse's income, a bank loan, or money coming from your business partner. When Moon will be in Taurus on Feb 23rd, this is your 10th house. Now, these are your strongest days for professional recognition, which could lead to a future financial hike. A boss might finally notice your hard work. On love and relationship, the vibe is explosive. With Mars joining Rahu and Venus in 7th house, passion is very high, but so is the potential for ego clashes. You are also being tested this week. You want to be the king or queen, but the planets are demanding equality. So if you try to dominate your partner this week, they will rebel. There will be a retrograde effect. So don't believe everything you hear from your partner right now. Wait until the retrograde ends on March 20th before making a breakup or a marriage decision. On health and personal front, health, you need to watch your lower back and kidney. The air energy of Aquarius can lead to dehydration or nerve tensions as well. So you need to stay hydrated. On personal front, you might feel a bit lost because of your ruler sun is sitting across from the seventh house. So you're seeing yourself through other people's eye. On social front, you end the week on a high social note. Your 11th house of gain and friends is activated. So, this is the best time to vent to a trusted friend about your relationship stress. Now, let's summarize the moon guide for this week. Feb 22nd, a lucky start. Feb 23rd to 25th, focus on status. Your reputation is on the line. So, dress the part and lead with confidence at work. On Feb 26th, focus on gains. Socializing pays off. So, great days for networking and realizing a small dream. How to navigate this week? Listen more than talk, especially Mercury getting retrograde in seventh. Your partner needs to be feel heard. Avoid the ego trap and audit your circle. So, who is actually supporting your growth and who is just a fan? Use the weekend to filter your social list. One remedy we can share with you, Leo, is for your ruler sun. Offer water to sun every morning. Since sun is in seventh house in a weak position and getting niche, you need to strengthen your own identity. For relationship peace, chant Om Shan Shanishcharaya Namaha. This is the Saturn's mantra, or Om Namah Shivaya will also work great. Since Saturn rules your seventh house, staying disciplined and calm is your best remedy. Color of the week is gold or orange to keep your internal fire burning, or cream to smooth the relationship friction. Now let's look at the indicator for the week. On personal, career, money, and love, social is high and health is medium. So pay focus on your health and also health of your spouse or partner this week. Not just physically but mentally and emotionally as well. So all the best to all the Leo ascendants.
Welcome all Virgo rising natives. At personal front, your mind is at 2x speed, but Mercury retrograde warns you of mental traffic jam. Mars activates your sixth house of health and routine. This is the supercharger for your productivity. You will have the strength to defeat rivals and tackle a backlog of work, but watch out for the burnout or technique from overworking. Use the Aries moon to tackle difficult problems you have been avoiding. By 26, shift your focus from doing to reviewing to ensure no details are missed. If I talk about money and finance, professional luck is high, particularly in the projects involving communication or data. However, be careful while signing a contract after 25th. It is a brilliant week to recognize digital files or update your financial spreadsheet for clarity. If I talk about your health, watch for information overload. It will lead to headaches or eye strain. Limit your screen time in the evening and focus on breath work to calm your racing thoughts. A routine heavy approach to your diet will keep your energy levels consistent throughout the day. If I talk about your social and love life, you might feel that you are speaking different language than your partner or friends by 26. Instead of arguing over details, focus on the big picture of your connection. Small thoughts, gestures will communicate your love better than any long text message. For remedy, feed bird or stray animal on Wednesday to harmonize your Mercury energy and reduce mental fog. Let's check your indicators. So at personal front, it is high. Money and career is high again. If I talk about your love and relationship, it's medium. Health and wellness is low. Take care of that. And at social, it's medium again. All the best to Virgo natives. Let's move to the next rising sign.
Yeah, let's welcome to Libra ascendant. Now, this week is arguably the most creative, romantic, and high stake period of the year. If you look at your chart, the fifth house looks very crowded. So, fifth house also represents your children, romance, speculation, and creative genius. Because of your ruler Venus is right in the middle of this Aquarius party in the fifth house, you're feeling a magnetic pull towards pleasure and self expression. But Mercury retrograde in the same spot means your past is knocking on the door. Let's look at the cosmic landscape. The Aquarius stellium in your fifth house, where Sun, Venus, Rahu, Mercury already there, and Mars is joining from Feb 23rd, making a Angarak Yog. Now, this is a jackpot energy because creativity turns into an obsession in your fifth house. So, perfect for a bold artistic launch, but keep your cool in romantic or parenting matters. Mercury is going retrograde in your fifth house on 23rd. So, this is a classic ex lover transit. So, expect old flames to message you. And in creative projects, you will need to go back and fix old drafts rather than starting new ones. Mercury retrograde means going back, realigning, relooking, or reorganizing things. Saturn is in Pisces in your sixth house, so this is the reality check. While your heart in the fifth house wants fun and entertainment, Saturn is forcing you to deal with daily chores, health routines, and workplace disputes. The best part is Jupiter is watching the stellium from ninth and providing you with the wisdom to handle all these challenges. So let's break down for this week for Libra. On career and business, the vibe is you're full of out of box ideas. However, Saturn in sixth house means your colleagues, subordinates might be demanding or slow. So the strategy is use this week for brainstorming. Don't launch the product yet. The Mercury retrograde will cause technical glitches. So instead, refine your creative vision. If you work in stock market or speculation, be extremely cautious because Rahu plus Mars can lead to impulsive gambling losses. On finance and money, we can see fluctuations, but money might come through creative freelancing work or some unexpected gains. You might receive money through insurance, inheritance, or partner's bonus. So it's also time when hidden expenses could pop up. So you should stay liquid. On love and relationship, the vibe is electric and complicated. Venus is your Lagna Lord, who is meeting with Mars, which brings passion, and Rahu, who brings obsession. So, if you're single, sudden intense attraction is likely. The retrograde twist is also there. That means the new person might actually be someone you have known from the past, or they may remind you of a past pattern. Now, for couples, this is a great week to reignite the spark. So, but watch out for Mars fueled arguments regarding children or who wants to have more fun. Now, on health and personal front, health with Saturn in sixth, watch your digestion and lower gut. The Aquarian energy can cause nervous stomach or anxiety. So, yoga and stretching are non negotiable for you this week. On personal front, you are reinventing how you play. You are realizing that you can't please everyone because this is usually the Libra trait. So take care of this. On social front, you will want to talk about philosophy, travel, or the meaning of life. Now, this is the best window for a weekend getaway or attending a workshop. Let's summarize the moon guide quickly for you. Feb 22nd, focus on partner. Great day for one-on-one date or a deep conversation. Feb 23rd to 25th, when moon is in Taurus, focus on transformation. So high intuition, good for researching investments or clearing old emotional baggage. Feb 26th to 20th, moon in Gemini. So focus on expansion. Your luck factor rises and good for publishing, content creation, or planning a trip. Now, how to navigate this week? Advice is delay in taking any financial risk. With fifth house under such heavy and retrograde influence, don't put your life saving into anything risky. Edit your passion. If you are an artist or a creator, revisit a project from abandoned which is abandoned from month. The universe is giving you the tools to finish it now. And the most important, ground yourself. With so much of air energy, you might feel lightheaded or scattered. So eat root vegetables and walk barefoot on grass. One of the remedy we can share with you is Venus, your ruler. To enhance Venus, you can apply white sandalwood or rose perfume on your wrist daily. This will stabilize your energy amidst this chaotic stellium happening in fifth house. And for Saturn, we can also share one remedy that feed black dog on Saturday to ease workplace stress and health related issues. Color of the week for you is silver or off white to smooth the mind, or light blue to align with the Aquarius breakthrough energy. Now let's look at the indicators. On personal, love and social is high, and on career, money and health is medium. So take care of your health this week. Take care of the health of your children and of your romantic partner as well. And no unnecessary spending this week for Libra. Now let's move to the next, Lagna.
The next is the Scorpio sign. So for Scorpio natives at personal front, Mars, that is your ruler, is in Aquarius. It's triggering a domestic revolution in your fourth house. You might feel a sudden urge to move, renovate, or radically change your home dynamic. Avoid acting out your frustration at home. Instead, channel that fire into home improvement projects or physical exercise. You are shedding family based karmas and establishing a brand new foundation for your future self. If I talk about money and finance, real estate or home based ventures show a spark of activity early in this week. By 26th, double check your payments, skin rashes, or mind burnout. Cooling foods you can take and meditation is also essential to keep your temper and blood pressure in a check. Avoid over exercising, but you can go for swim or slow walk instead of heavy lifting sessions. If I talk about your social and love life, the Taurus moon that is on February 23rd, it will create a powerful magnetic pull in your partnership sector. A deep, soulful conversation could resolve long standing tension. Trust your intuition. If the vibe feels off on 26th, give yourself permission to step back. Sorry, before that, let's just check your uh,
Indicators.
indicators before moving to next rising sign. So at personal, your energy is high. At career and money, it is medium. Love and relationship is high again. Health and wellness is medium. And social is again high. All the best. Let's move to the next rising sign now.
Yeah, before that, we want to share something special with you. Now, many of you have asked for more in depth readings. So, we have opened up few slots for one on one astrology consultation. So, if you want to navigate this Aquarius stellium with a custom plan, just drop us a line at the contact details on your screen right now. Basically, if it's it's about your career choices, health issues, love relationship, planning your kids, or opening a new business venture, it's always good to know where your planets will be supporting you. With this, let's move to the Sagittarius ascendant. For Sagittarian, this week is all about courage, communication, and movement. The massive five planet stellium is taking place in your third house. Now, this house is for your courage, willpower, sibling, short travels, and your voice. So, with your ruler Jupiter currently in position of growth and Mars joining the party in your third house on Feb 23rd, making a Angarak Yog, your third house of courage is on fire. So your words carry immense power right now. So use them to inspire rather than to attack. You're going to feel like a warrior of words. However, with Mercury retrograde here, the challenge is making sure your message isn't lost in translation. Let's discuss the cosmic landscape for you. The Aquarian stellium in third house. This is a mental explosion. So you have thousand ideas a minute. So you might feel a sudden urge to start a podcast, a YouTube channel, or learn a new technical skill. Mercury retrograde in your third. Now this is the house of Mercury naturally. So it enjoys, but the retrogression means tech glitches. So you can, so your car might need a checkup, your phone might act up, or an email might go to a wrong person. Saturn is in Pisces in your fourth house. So there is a lingering heavy energy at home. So you might be dealing with property repair or the health of an elder at home. So it creates a push pull between your desire to go out and conquer and your responsibilities at home. But the best part is Jupiter is watching this stellium from seventh house and providing you with wisdom to handle these challenges. Now let's break down for Sagittarius on career and business. The vibe is high. High speed communication, you're negotiating, marketing, and selling. So the strategies use this week to repitch to people you have worked with before, because Mercury retrograde is excellent time for reconnecting with old clients. Since the third house rules short journeys, a quick business trip could yield surprising results. But just double check your hotel or stay booking. On finance and money, the vibe is the money comes through your efforts and skills. Now, this isn't a luck week for you or for money, but it's a hustle week. So you might find yourself spending money on health, fitness, or daily work tools. It's a good time to audit your daily expenses and cut out the subscription you don't use. On love and relationship, the vibe you want an intellectual partner. So if you can't have stimulating debate, you aren't interested. When Moon will be in Gemini on Feb 26, these are your big relationship days. The Moon enters your seventh house of marriage. So if you have been arguing with your partner, this is the window to talk it out. The retrograde warning is there. So a sibling or a neighbor might try to interfere in your relationship. Keep your private life private this week. On health and personal front, watch your ears, neck, and shoulders. These are the third house areas. So you might be holding a lot of tension in your upper body from staring at screens. So on personal front, your courage is all time high. So if you have been scared to speak your truth, Mars entering your third house on Feb 23rd gives you the lion's heart to say it. On social front, you start the week on 22nd feeling incredibly creative and lucky. This is the best day for hobbies, spending time with children, or a first date. Now let's summarize your moon journey quickly. On Feb 22nd, fun and creative. On Feb 23rd to 25th, productivity. So focus on your productivity, clear your all to-do list and organize your workspace. On Feb 26th to 28th, moon in Gemini. So focus on your partnership. Collaboration is the key for these 2 days. Don't go alone this weekend. How to navigate this week? Back up your data. With five planets, including a retrograde Mercury in your house of technology and communication, do a digital backup on Sunday, maybe Feb 22nd. And drive carefully. The third house rules short travels, and with Mars, Rahu, Mercury, retro, there is a tendency for road rage or impulsive driving. So stay calm behind the wheel. Harness the courage, use the mass energy on Feb 23rd to take the first step towards a difficult goal. Even if it's just a restart, the universe will support the effort. Now, one of the remedy we can share with you, Sagittarius, is for Jupiter, your ruler, since Saturn is putting pressure on your fourth house, chant Om Gram Greem Groms Sah Gurve Namaha. Om Gram Greem Grom Sah Gurve Namaha on Thursday, or apply a saffron kesar tilak on your forehead. For Mercury retrograde, we can suggest that feed green lentils to birds, or you can donate green colored items to any religious place. Color of the week is yellow for wisdom, or light orange to boost your third house courage. Now let's look at the indicators. On career and money, health and love and relationship is medium, and personal and social is high. So avoid digital burnout as well as at work and as well as at home, and beware of Mercury retro. Now, with this, let's go to the next ascendant.
On rising sign is at personal front, you are moving from a phase of planning into valuing. Mars in your second house, it gives you courage to demand what you are worth in all areas of life. Your drive to increase your income is at all time high, but your words might come off sharper than intended. Think twice before having conversations about money to avoid feeling hurt. You may find a new way to monetize a hidden talent. However, Mercury retrograde suggests that promised check might slightly be delayed. So keep your rainy day fund intact. If I talk about your health, focus on your bone health, dental care, as
Mm,
Saturn, your ruling planet, it emphasizes the structure of your body. If you have
yeah.
been feeling sluggish, a high protein diet will help you stabilize your stamina. Don't let work stress manifest a jaw clenching at night. And at social and love life, you are looking for something because but at that time stay grounded and let them make the first move. If I talk about remedy, light ghee or mustard oil lamp in your home in the southwest corner. It stabilizes your financial and personal luck. Let's check your indicators for this week. So at personal, medium, money and career is medium, love and relationship is high, health and wellness is low, and social is again high. All the best to Capricorns. Let's move to the next rising sign.
Yeah, welcome to all the Aquarius ascendant. Now, this is arguably the most significant week for you for this year. Yes, you are currently in the cosmic ground zero with a massive five-planet stellium occurring in your first house, the house of self. Now, the universe is forcing a total identity reboot for you. So, you are magnetic, high energy, and slightly chaotic right now. People cannot help but notice you. But with your co-ruler Saturn in the second house and Mercury retrograde in your sign, you are also feeling the weight of your words and the need for financial stability. Now let's look at the cosmic landscape for you this week. The Aquarius stellium in first house, Sun, Venus, Rahu, Mercury, and Mars entering this house on Feb 23rd is creating Angarak Yog. Now, with this yoga in your first house, you are a walking powerhouse. This is an explosive or explosion of personal power. You feel like you're being reborn. But with Rahu involved, you might feel restless or obsessed with a new look or with life direction. You have the magnetic energy this week to lead, but ensure your temper doesn't outspace your logic. Mercury retrograde happening in your first house on 23rd. You might feel misunderstood. Technology you use daily could fail, and you may find yourself second guessing on your own decisions. Now, Saturn in your second, your traditional ruler is focused on your bank account. So there is a tightening of the belt happening here. So you're learning the value of every dollar or every rupee. Now, best part of Jupiter is watching the stellium from your fifth house and providing you the wisdom to handle these challenges. Now, quickly break down the weekly segments for you. For career and business, the vibe is all eyes are on you. You are the brand. So the strategy, use the moon in Taurus on 23rd and 25th window to focus on property or office based work. Since you are Since you have a Mercury retrograde phase also coming, don't launch a brand new identity. Instead of reintroduce yourself or a project you have not finished yet. The warning is Mars enters your sign on Feb 23rd. You will have a my way or highway kind of attitude. So be careful not to burn professional bridges in the heat of the moment. On finance and money, the vibe is serious. Saturn in second house wealth demands discipline. So the opportunity is that you might find money you forgot about in the old jacket or old account due to the retrograde. The risk is Venus and Rahu in your first house might tempt you to spend a lot on self image, expensive clothes, grooming, or tech. So think twice before the add to cart click. On love and relationship, the vibe is you're highly attractive right now, but perhaps a bit too much for your partner to handle. So the conflict is you're prioritizing your own growth, which might leave your partner feeling neglected. When Moon will be in Gemini on Feb 26th, this moves into the fifth house of romance. So this weekend is perfect for a date night where they get to talk and you practice listening. Health and personal front, health, watch your head and face, first house areas. Mars plus Rahu in first can lead to headache, fever, or skin breakouts due to heat. So stay cool and drink plenty of water. On personal front, you are going through a mask off movement. You are shedding the person you used to be. So it's okay if you feel a bit moody or confused. It's the part of the process. On social front, you start the week with high energy for siblings, neighbors, and short trips. So your social battery is full. The shift will happen by midweek, so you will want to retreat home when the moon will be in Taurus before exploding back into the social scene over the weekend when moon enters Gemini. Now let's summarize your moon guide quickly. 22nd moon Aries, communication focus. So great for bold social media post or honest talk with the sibling. Feb 23rd, 25th, moon in Taurus, comfort. The focus is on comfort. Stay in, cook a good meal, and ground your energy. The first house cures need this. Feb 26th to 28th, moon in Gemini, focus on joy. Play, create, and flirt. Your wit is your best weapon this weekend. Now, how to navigate this week? Count to 10. With Mars entering your sign on 23rd, your temper will be on short fuse. So don't let your revolutionary ideas turn into aggression this week. Back up your life. Mercury retrograde in first house means your personal devices, phone, laptop are at risk. So check your passwords as well. Let there be physical outlet. So if you have a lot of excess heat in your body this week, go out for a run or do some high intensity exercises to burn off the Mars Rahu explosive energy. One of the remedy we can share with you, Aquarian, is for Saturn, your ruler, since Saturn is in second house of speech and food, try to fast or eat simple sattvic food on Saturday. This calms the planetary pressure. We can also give you a mantra to chant is Om Namo Ramaya. This is to cool your system or consume a coconut water. Color of the week is electric blue to own your power, or white and silver to calm the mental storm. Now let's look at the indicators for you this week. On career and money, health and social is all medium. Personal and love is high. So of course, person is high. Don't be self-obsessed. Pay focus on your partner and take care of them. Take care of their health and emotional well-being as well. Now with this, let's move to the next ascendant.
Intuition is at its absolute peak. However, Mercury is going to retrograde in your own sign, might make you feel misunderstood by others. So use this time to daydream with purpose. Your inner world is where the real answer lies. Mars moved through the 12th house, working behind the scenes. So you may experience vivid dreams or sudden interest in spiritual solitude. It's a great time for secret projects, but be careful of hidden enemies or overspending on luxury items. If I talk about money and finance, your finances are in a wait and see pattern this particular week. Trust your gut. If a deal seems too good to be true, around 24th, it's at money
Hmm.
and finance. Uh, so for money and finances, your finances are in wait and see pattern. Trust your gut if a deal seems too good to be true. It's better week for manifesting and visualizing your future wealth than for making high stake gambles. If I talk about your health, you are more observant to the people energies than usual. because everything is happening in your 12th house. So protect your aura by spending time in nature or uh, using high salt based cleanses. Your feet and lymphatic system need extra attention. Avoid tight shoes and stay hydrated. Let's talk about your social and love life. Romance feels like dreamy fog this week. While beautiful, it's hard to see a reality of the situation. Enjoy the poetic vibe, but wait until Moon enters Taurus next month before making any kind of permanent commitment. If I talk about remedy, so donate yellow items, or you can donate clothes, fruits, and grains on Thursday to keep your ruling planet Jupiter happy and protective. So this was about Pisces. Let's look at your indicators. At personal, it is medium. For career and money, it's low. Relationship, love and relationship is high. Health and wellness, medium. Social, high again. All the best, Pisceans.
Now we have an announcement to make. Uh, we are now offering deep dive private consultation to help you navigate your career transition, love and relationship, health concern. If you're planning a new business opening during this intense cluster or looking for clarity on higher education, don't leave it on chance. Let's look at your unique birth chart together. You can book your personalized session by contacting us on the given email ID and the mobile number that which is showing on the screen. Thank you. This sums up weekly prediction for all the ascendants. Mars joining the stellium and making the Angarak Yog this week gives energy boost and a firearm. So hope you have taken note on how to use this productively. Mercury going retro this week just suggests to relook, replan, revisit every important task we do till March 20th. And the most anticipated planetary alignment will be visible on Feb 28th, including the stellium we just spoke about. And this magnificent picturesque scene is what the whole social media and astronomy lovers are talking about right now, especially for northern regions. So if you are keen, you can have a look. Keep watching and subscribe to Astro Diva for all such insightful tips and for your weekly predictions. See you in the next week. Till then, thank you and bye bye.